to manifest your desired reality. Let me start again by looking at my welcome message every week, and I repeat this every week for a reason. I repeat it because it helps to reinforce what I'm trying to talk about. He said the invisible things of him are clearly seen. Romans 1:20. Invisible things of him from creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Another translation says that God's eternal power and character cannot be seen. But from the beginning of creation, God has shown what they are like. Unless you decide that you don't want to take cognizance of it, but it's an open secret. The way God does his things, the way he relates with us, his principle is an open secret. And the scripture reveals quite a number of them to us. But if you read the Bible with religious eyes and not looking at the principle of God communicated by the prophet or by Christ, if that is not your goal, you will not be able. If that's not your goal, you will not be able to understand him. And that's why people may construe God when some things happen to them in their life. They will say, why me? Why is God allowing bad things to happen to good people? It's because good people have bad frequency. It's because good people have bad frequency. And if you have bad frequency, you will attract the reality you don't want to your life. Because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. God's eternal power and character cannot be seen. But from the beginning of creation, God has shown what they look like. He showed what they look like by what he has made. That is why the atheists are without excuse. That is why the agnostic are without excuse. Because he has shown what it's like. The challenge for us as humans is the inability to learn to understand God by studying creation. And that's why I like to say every week that some of the languages used in scriptures are based on the limitation of the understanding of the people at that time. If they have the understanding we have today, when you are looking at the scripture, you are going to see that some of the languages are going to change. You are going to see what like energy, frequency, and vibration, because that's what life is about. Energy, frequency, and vibration. That is why, for example, love, joy, and peace make you to be at a high frequency of vibration. But anger, hatred, and fear make you to be at a low frequency of vibration. anger and fear and hatred are energy of evil and are at low frequency of vibration. That is why, as long as you are in Christ, that means you are full of love, you are full of joy, you are full of peace. Evil power orchestrated through anger, hatred, animosity, fear, envy, evil power cannot harm you because you are above due to your high frequency of vibration. God has set up system on the earth and it doesn't interfere with these processes every time. For example, water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, phosphorus cycle. These are natural phenomena. System that God has put in place, and this let you know that God is a God of system. It's not when you are praying that God is going to look for answer to your prayer. No, He has set up a system for you to receive answer. What prayer is supposed to do is to make you to be at a frequency of vibration to receive what you are looking for. That's why if you are praying, you must be able to see what you are praying for. You must be able to visualize. You must be able to see it. Because if you're able to see and focus on it, you are going to vibrate at the frequency of your request. And that resonates with a reality already existing because He has given unto us all things that pertain to life and godliness. So if you have it vibrationally, you are going to have it physically. If you don't have it vibrationally, you will not be able to have it physically. That's why I say whatsoever you desire, when you pray, believe you have received it vibrationally. And you shall have it physically. Believe you have received it vibrationally. And you shall have it physically. If you don't receive it vibrationally, you will not have it physically. If you don't receive it vibrationally, you will not have it physically. If you don't receive it vibrationally, you will not have it physically. If you receive it vibrationally, then you will have it physically. But if you don't receive it vibrationally, you will not have it physically. So you must learn to receive vibrationally. So you must learn to receive it vibrationally. Because when you receive it vibrationally, then you will have it physically. But if you are unable to receive it vibrationally, you will not be able to have it physically. You will not be able to have it physically. Whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe you have received, and you shall have it. So today, we are looking at how to boost your confidence to manifest. Because to manifest, you need confidence. Or what some people will call your muscle for manifestation. It's like gymming. Let me start by saying that in order to consistently manifest your desired reality, you need to build a manifestation muscle. You need to build a manifestation muscle. How do you do that? How do you build a manifestation muscle? You need to build a manifestation muscle. In order for you to be able to lift up your desired reality to the level where you are right now, you need to build your manifestation muscle. So to lift your desired reality, to lift your level of manifestation rather, of your desired reality, you need to learn to exercise your ability to manifest from something small. Do something small and then grow it. In trying to manifest your desired reality, try to avoid biting more than you can chew. That means you are trying to manifest something you don't believe, you don't have faith for, you don't believe that when you even call the amount, your mind will skip if it's money. When you think of the thing, your mind skip because you don't believe it's possible. Why don't you believe for something small? Because it helps you. It's like you're gymming. it helps you to be able to boost your confidence to go for the bigger one, because the smaller one you've achieved it. Remember, manifestation is internally shifting to a degree that you are no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. And at that point, you are good with or without it. At this point, you are collapsing the gap between your internal desire, reality, and the physical manifestation of that reality. That's what happened. When there is no gap again, that means you don't see that thing outside of you. You see it as part of you. Note that you really not creating anything when you want to manifest. You are only making what is invisible become visible. That's what you do. Because he has created all things that pertain to life and godliness. Everything already exists. What you are basically doing is bringing it to physical manifestation. And this is done through a vibrational match. Remember, you vibrate at a frequency that matches and resonates with your desired reality. And that's how you attract to yourself. Know that the subconscious mind is the womb of creation, the womb of reality. And you cannot go outside the frame or box of your conscious mind. Please note that. You cannot go outside the brain frame or box of your subconscious mind. When the Bible says faith cometh by hearing and hearing, when you hear and hear and hear, it gets into your subconscious mind. When you hear and hear and hear, it gets into your subconscious mind. You cannot go beyond the frame and the box of your subconscious mind. If it's not in your subconscious mind, it's not in your reality. So if your subconscious mind is used to a particular level of income, like 100K a month, you cannot jump to 1 million in your desired reality because of your subconscious mind. If your subconscious mind is at a level of 100K, you cannot jump to 1 million a month. Why? Because subconsciously, you are at a level of 100K. Even when you win a lottery of 1 million, you are going to keep making stupid decisions until you bring it to the level where you are. And you do that subconsciously, unknowingly, because you are just coming to the level where you are. If you try to do this, try to do much more than your subconscious mind, it will be difficult to have the emotional conviction, So it will be difficult to have the emotional conviction of this, because it's far-fetched from you. It's far-fetched from your mind. It's far-fetched from you. It's far-fetched from your mind. So you can't believe God for it. Why? Because your subconscious mind have not accepted it, ladies and gentlemen. So that means your job is to get that message into your subconscious mind. First of all, have you seen it? Hello? Take that from them. Get it into your subconscious mind, first of all. That's why it says faith coming by hearing and hearing and hearing. So what you can do, you see that thing you're believing God for? Voice it. Play it again and 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 again. Listen to it again and again until it gets in. When it gets to your subconscious mind, you will know. Because at that point, you will not have any doubt in your mind that you have it. You will not have any doubt in your mind. In fact, some people will tell you that if you want something to get into the subconscious mind, you can do it very early in the morning. Maybe you wake up, don't carry your phone. No. Play that thing to your ear. That's why I always sleep with headphones. Play that thing in your ear. Listen to it again and again and again. And at that time, within 15 minutes after you wake up, your brain is in the brain wave, theta brain wave, that can easily make you impressionable. Very impressionable. Or just before you sleep. So if I travel, if I'm at home, it's difficult. I have to use headphone, but if I travel, I play that thing I want to hear again and again and again through the night. It will be an auto repeat. Why? I want it to be entering my subconscious mind while I'm asleep. Because when you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is not sleeping. Now, if you do that long enough, you know what will happen? You believe what you are saying. You believe what you are saying. You believe what you are saying. You need to get to that point. Say faith cometh by hearing and hearing and hearing. You need to hear it. So look for the scripture that speaks to what you are believing God for. Voice it. Voice it. Voice it. And put it on auto repeat. Put it on auto repeat. And play it again and 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 again. And keep playing it. I like putting some music under it and play again and 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 again. Keep playing it. It will get into your subconscious mind, particularly just before you sleep and when you wake up, even when you are going on the road. Why? Immediately get into your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind is the box, is the box, is the box, is the box you are in. You can't go outside that box, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot go outside that box. You cannot go outside that box. No matter what you do, you cannot go outside that box. If your subconscious mind is used to a particular level of income, you cannot go outside that level of income, no matter the prayer you are praying. You know why? You cannot believe it. You can say it with your mouth, but you don't believe it. When it gets into your subconscious mind, you don't just believe, you know that this is it. You know. You know. Why do you know? It's in your subconscious mind. It's in your subconscious mind. It's in your subconscious mind. That is why you know. If it does not enter it, you will not know. And if you don't know, you won't have the conviction. If you try to believe God for 1 million when you are within the box of 100K, you will find it difficult to have the emotional conviction for this because it is far-fetched from you. Anytime you try to go far beyond your subconscious mind, through conditioning, you are going to end up biting more than you can chew. You need to be able to work with your subconscious mind in a stepwise fashion, from 100 to 200 to 300 to 500 to 700 to 1 million. This can be extrapolated to any area of your life, your love life, your family, your job, your business. You need to be able to work in reference to the subconscious mind, because anytime you try to go against the subconscious mind, you will ultimately lose. As a business person, there is a pricing you have. If you price in a way you feel, you can put a pricing on your product and you yourself know people will not buy. Now, not that people will not buy you, because you don't have the conviction that that is possible. I'm currently writing a book, releasing a book. I'm publishing a book. It's going to be released this week. And the book is 40K. And I'm doing a pre-order at 30. And people are paying already for the 30 pre-order. They're paying for it already at 30K. And it's going to be 35 eventually. It's going to be 35 eventually. And people are already paying for it. And it will be out this week. Why? Because I've sold at 20. So I know 40 is possible. Because I've sold at 20. This is my 8th book. And I have sold at 20. And I know it's possible. Why? Because, so if you have not sold at 20, you can't be looking for 30 or 40. Because when I sold at 20, it was 30, I gave a discount for 20. Now I'm selling at 40, I gave a discount for 35 after it's ready, but before it's ready, pre-order at 30. I'm using practical example. If you do not, so now I will buy a book at that price. I will buy. So I can sell at that price also. Why? Because of the value placed on it. Now, if you have not, you can't do it if you have not done, because I've sold book at 5K. I've sold book at 10K. I've sold at 15. So if you have not done at a low level, try to jump. Not that it's not possible, is that you don't have the faith to carry it. You don't know it's possible. As when I mean no in the it's your subconscious mind that no. So it's good to go in a stepwise fashion. This can be explained to any area of your life. When you bite more that you can chew in your desired reality, nothing will change in your life. In order for a sheep to reach its desired destination, the water need to be calm. So you need to be at peace within to achieve your desired reality. So if you call an amount that you are not at peace with, you will not get it. You need to be at peace within. 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 In order to grow your manifestation muscle, something called progressive overload is done. This is an incremental increase in the amount you are taking on. So it is important for you to know the frame of reference you are operating from, because to reprogram your mind, you need to know the program you are currently operating with. If you have a scarcity mindset, you need to know you have a scarcity mindset. You know, I was at an event this afternoon. Some young people invited me to come and speak to them. And I was talking to them on how to maximize waiting period, how to learn to work for free in order to acquire skill and then be able to earn more. Now, in the course of that conversation, someone was asking a question and I said he wanted to do something. He said, but there is no money. I said, please hold on. Don't say there is no money, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So saying there's no money is because you believe there's no money. And guess what? Guess what? You believe there is no money. You are right. Is there a recording of the program? Yes. I always, anytime I go to speak anywhere, I have a record. I can send it to you, Victor. You can chat me. You know, it's so important. It's so important the way you speak. So I told him, no. I said, how can you say what you need is a laptop? What you need is no money. You say there's no money. You don't need money to get a laptop. You don't need money. What you need is a laptop. And I asked, how many people have you spoken to? How many people have you spoken to? How many people have you spoken to? Because it's a mindset. It's a mindset. And it shows in what you say. So I told him, don't say there's no money. There is money in Nigeria. Don't let anybody deceive you. There is so much money in Nigeria. I have a program that I do. Do you know how much I charge for the program? I charge 1 million naira. And guess what? People are paying for it. In this same Nigeria. You say there is inflation, there is this, there is that. People are paying for it. People are paying for it. People are paying for it. When it was 600, 800, the number of people we have in the class right now, we don't have it. In the class right now, the people we have now is like times 3 of what we used to have when it was 600, 800. Imagine that. And you say there's no money. Who told you there's no money? It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. And this mindset, when I mean mindset, I'm talking about your subconscious mind, the boundaries of your subconscious mind, the boundaries. The beauty is that you can reprogram your mind. You can reprogram it. You can change it. And you have scripture. The Bible says the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. What you need to do is to speak those words to your life. Speak it to your life. Speak it to your life. Christianity is practical, but we make it religious and make it intangible, make it far-fetched from you, make it, in fact, many people are tired because the thing is not real, it's not tangible, it's not, they can't feel it. The scripture is there. Get those scriptures that speak to what you want. Verbalize it, repeat it, listen to it again and again. That's what even Moses told the children of Israel. Put it in front of you, put it in front of your house. Speak it again and again and again and again, because faith cometh by hearing and hearing. That faith is the word entering your subconscious mind. When you know that it's true, then you have nothing can stop it from manifesting, because at that point, your belief contributes to your frequency. Your expectation contributes to your frequency. Your reaction contributes to your frequency. Your emotional conviction contributes to your frequency. Your thought contributes to your frequency. Your focus contributes to your frequency. Your expectation contributes to your frequency. If you try to manifest something that is far-fetched from your current state, it makes you look silly. It makes you look silly. This emotion of being silly comes with a vibration that compounds to a frequency that can become your reality. And this makes you to say, it's not working. It's not working. So if you have been doing this and it seems as it's not working, it's most likely you are trying to manifest what is far-fetched from you, what you don't even believe is possible. So why don't you reduce the level? Bring it down a little. Bring it down a little. Build confidence to manifest. You manifest this small one, you manifest this small one, you manifest this small one, you begin to increase it, small one, just small one. It can, let me tell you, it can be as simple as trying to look for something that is you need 100K. You need 100K. You need 100K. You're believing God for 100K and you want to manifest that money. If you do 100K, you can move to 200, can move to 300, can move to 400, can move to 500. Build this stepwise. Because when you do it and it seems as if you're not getting the result and you get discouraged, remember that's a vibration. That discouragement is a vibration. It will compound to a frequency and it will bring more situations in your life that will make you more disappointed. That will make you more disappointed. To know if you are trying to manifest what is beyond, what is within your emotional conviction, ask yourself, can I make 1 million next month from the current 100K? If the answer is no, then you need to come down until you get to that point when you don't get no, but you get yes. That point where you have the emotional conviction that yes, I can do this. This is the point. That's the target. This is because there is a certain level of confidence in you regarding the manifestation of your goal. Please note that confidence is the elixir, magical solution, the elixir for manifestation. There is no manifestation without confidence. As a matter of fact, when we talk about building manifestation model, it's actually about building confidence for manifestation. You don't have any doubt in your mind. It's like when I was writing this book and I was setting the price, because it's a full color, it's an atlas. It's an atlas. You know what atlas looks like? It's a full color of chart. So, of course, the cost of producing it also is high because of the color. So, I know if I'm going to sell this, I have to sell it at a very high price. So, some people say, that's too high for a book. Immediately you say it's too high for a book, I know it's not for you. It's not for you because I don't write for everybody. I don't write. Those I write for, they will pay for it. That's why they are paying ahead. They'll pay for it. That's why they're paying ahead. They'll pay for it. That's why they're paying ahead. When Jesus said, have faith or believe that you have received what you pray for, the word faith there is the word fides, and it means confidence or conviction. So to build your manifestation muscle, one thing you need first is self-trust. Note that self-trust is the currency that is forever being exchanged into confidence. Self-trust. Please note, self-trust is so important. Do you know how you build self-trust? If you tell yourself, I'll start going to the gym, and you start going to the gym, you are building self-trust. And self-trust builds your confidence. If you tell yourself you want to start going to the gym and you are not able to go to the gym, you are deflating your self-trust. You are deflating your self-trust. You are deflating your self-trust. To build self-trust, you need to build self-mastery. That is the ability to exercise to have the ability to have exercise over your mind, over your body, and do what you want to do. That is being able to always get your mind to win over your body. The ability to exercise your mind over your body. To do what you want. To do what you want. Being able to get your mind to win over your body. And you do this daily whenever you do what you don't want. Being able to always get your mind to win over your body. Anytime you want to do something and you do it, your mind wins. Anytime you want to do something and you're not able to do it, let's say you want to fast and you're not able to fast, you want to pray and you're not able to pray, you want to do something, but your body did not allow you to do it, you know what? Your body wins. You build your self-trust by following your word, following through on your word. For example, going to the gym as earlier planned, no matter the circumstances will hinder you. You want to rain? So every morning I gym. Every morning I jump. I do exercise every morning. By 6, we'll have finished with our family prayer. By 6, between 6 and 6:15, 6:20 every morning, 6 and 6:30 every morning. And guess what? Whenever I travel, if they don't have a gym for me to run, to do exercise, I will run on their staircase. I will run on their staircase. They will see me early in the morning, I will run on their staircase. Why? Because my mind has gained power over my body. So no matter how weak I am, I will get up and I will run on the staircase. The other time I went to a hotel in Port Harcourt, it was about 8-story building, and I was on the 7th floor, and I will walk, go down, run up, go down, run up, go down, run up. I went to Abuja again. There was no gym at the place. It's about 3-story building. Go down, run up, go down, run up, and I'll be counting it till I'm able to achieve my target. So that means, so when I'm packing my bag and I'm traveling, when I'm packing my bag, I'm packing my gym kit. My shoes, my socks, my shirts, my boxers, I'm packing it along. Why? My body, my mind has won over my body. So it doesn't matter where I am. They have it, they don't have it, it doesn't matter. In fact, in December, I went to camp and I lodged at the redemption camp. You know what? Every morning, I'm going to run around the location where I lodge at redemption camp. I'm running around every morning. I will run around. And I'll do that 10 times, very large compound in redemption camp. Why? Now, I'm saying that when your mind has won over your body, you won't give excuses. Same for food. Every week, at least 24 hours period within I will not eat anything. I do that every week, typically between Thursday and Friday. From Thursday evening around 4-5 p.m. to Friday evening around 4-5 p.m., eating nothing. And I do that every week. And I fast every day for about 17-18 hours every day minimum. And I've done it for 2 years. And my body is even used to it because my mind won over my body. I'm giving those practical personal examples so you know this is possible. And when you're able to build that self-trust builds your confidence, and you need confidence for manifestation. If there's something you plan to do on your to-do list, ensure you do it. It is not because of the actual task, rather it's because of the self-trust you build for yourself. Through this act, you are registering your self-mastery in your mind. This self-mastery helps you to build self-trust. And it is this self-trust that you exchange for confidence. This helps you to push the domino of self-doubt. And once you push the domino of self-doubt, reality will bend before you. Reality is a big challenge for those who do not have self-trust and want to manifest their desired reality. There is no manifestation without self-trust. There is no manifestation without discipline. There is no manifestation of your desired reality without building manifestation muscle. So you need to do visualization in the morning, affirmation, and you do it sometimes, you don't do it sometimes. You do it sometimes, you don't do it sometimes. The more confidence in your ability to manifest what you want, the stronger the frequency for manifestation, because conviction contributes to your frequency. The stronger the frequency of manifestation that you are emitting, this will make it a lot easier for you to be able to materialize your desired reality. So currently, your frequency is weak. And it is weak because you have not built enough confidence for manifestation. So here is how to build your manifestation model using reality experiment. A reality experiment is training, and it is what happens when you start to look at anything like a car online and you began to see it in real life. You look at the car online, you like the car, you want the car, and you began to see it in real life. It's called synchronicity. It's called synchronicity. This is the advanced version of what is called coincidence. What you call synchronicity is nothing more than strengthening your vision for the invisible string that connects your mind to reality. The more you can strengthen the invisible string that connects your mind to reality, the more confidence you are going to have in your ability to change your reality. For many people, even though you listen to me week after week and even go back to listen to the audio, you don't believe that you can do it. And because you don't believe that you can do it, then you will not have confidence. And because you don't have confidence, you are sending out a weak frequency to God's system of the universe, and you will manifest exactly what you ordered for. My question to you this evening, what are you ordering for in the God system of the universe? What are you ordering for? 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 Also know that because you are sending a weak frequency, it is not allowing you to attract to yourself your desired reality. This is what you now need to do. You need to now take this synchronicity process more seriously and make it conscious. Reality experiment is like saying, I want to visualize red Ford, iPhone 16, yellow Benz, red Bugatti, staring at them constantly online, and then you begin to see it in your reality. You know, when you focus your attention on something, you vibrate at the frequency of that thing. You vibrate at the... This is the reason why what you fear come to you, because fear is faith, only that is faith in reverse. Fear is faith. It's faith in what you don't want. It's like you're having negative faith, but it's faith. And it's at a frequency that matches a reality on the outside. In the universe, and you attract it to yourself. Remember, what you attract to yourself as a human being is based on what you ordered for in the God system. What you ordered for in the universe. You ordered for it. How do you order for it? Through your energy. Through your energy. You resonate with it. You know, in physics, there's something called resonance. Resonance. You resonate with it. You attract whatever you resonate with. 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 What are you resonating with? How do you know what you are resonating with? You know what you are resonating with by looking at the reality in your life. What is it? If you see that what you are seeing things in your life you don't want, you are attracting them to you, even though you don't want it. You are attracting them to you, even though you don't want it. You don't want it. So it's like we attract to ourselves what we don't like. Is it not interesting? You don't like it, but you're attracting to yourself. How do you attract to yourself? By the state of your consciousness, by the state of your mind, by the state of your consciousness, the state of your mind, and what you are focusing on. Because whatever you focus on, expand. Whatever you focus on, expand. Whatever you focus on, expand. And you vibrate at the frequency of that thing, and you attract to yourself. So, for example, if you are living in fear, the reason you are living in fear is because you are focusing on something that makes you to be afraid. Your job is to look at the opposite of that thing. So if you're afraid because of lack of finance, then begin to focus your attention on more finance. Remember those times you have more than enough to take care of yourself. More finance. Focus your attention on more finance. Focus your attention on more finance rather than focusing on scarcity. The reason you're afraid that you might not have money to pay your bill is because you are focusing on scarcity. And this can also happen to you as a business person. Scarcity. Scarcity. People focus too much on scarcity. Remember, when you want to manifest, you don't ask for why and how. You don't ask for why and how. Because when you begin to ask for how, it's a sign that you don't believe that it has happened. Because you are trying to use your brain to imagine how it's going to happen, but you've forgotten your eye only see 0.0035% of reality. Your eye sees 0.0035% of reality. So saying how is waste of time because your brain is too small to conceive how. It's like trying to put an ocean water into a cup. You can't fit it. There are many ways God can make it happen. Not that because you are sending a weak frequency, it is not allowing you to attract to yourself your desired reality. This is what you now need to do. You need to take synchronicity more seriously. Stare at something online with your attention, which is the concentration or centralization of your energy. Stare at it online. Stare at it. Keep staring at it. Do it regularly. Do it regularly. And energy is currency that you use to exchange for your desired reality. Staring at it is centralization of your energy. This visualization online should continue until you see it in your environment, maybe at work, in a mall. This will create a light bulb moment for you. Oh, I saw this thing. I've been looking at this. You are looking at it online, you keep staring at it, and then you see it in your reality. This is a simple experiment that boosts your confidence that, oh, if I can focus my attention on these things, I'm going to manifest it in my reality. If I can focus my attention on this thing, I'm going to manifest it in my reality. If I can focus my attention on this thing, I'm going to manifest it in my reality. The more you do this visualization and then see it in your reality, the more you boost your confidence, your self-confidence, the more of this light bulb moment you create through synchronicity, the more your confidence to manifest. So you know, I can manifest my desired reality. You have the confidence, I can manifest my desired reality. If you do it again and again, it's going to make manifestation normal to you. And this will help you to begin to build manifestation muscle to a level that you need to get in order to be able to have your desired reality. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go from step 1 to step 10. Move from step 1 to step 2, from step 2 to step 3, from step 3 to step 4, from step 4 to step 5, from step 5 to step 6, from step 6 to stepwise fashion. Don't be in a hurry. Because you need confidence that I can do it. It's possible. I've done it before. I I can do it again. It builds your confidence. It builds your confidence. And you need that confidence to manifest your desired reality. So my question to you this night is, what are you believing God for? We are entering the middle of the year. So the second half of the year, in about 30 days, we'll be in July. What are you believing God for? What are you believing God for? What are you believing God for in your life? What is it that you want to see? Is it in your love life? Is it in your family? Is it in your business? Is it in your career? Is it a house? Is it a car? Is it a job? What are you seeing right now? If you focus your attention on your desired reality long enough, ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of bringing it across your way. God designed it that way. Attention is currency. Attention is alignment. What has happened is you have been giving your attention to the wrong thing. You have been giving your attention to the wrong thing. And because you have been giving your attention to the wrong thing, that's hindered you from manifesting your desired reality. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. What have you learned this evening? Thank you for joining. Eunice, you are number one on my list. Good evening. How are you? Hello, Eunice.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Good evening, everyone. So what major line I picked out today is in the course of manifestation, it's not something that you just jump from step 1 to step 10. You have to start with self-mastery, building self-trust, and that will translate to confidence, which would help boosting your frequency to manifestation. So it's not discipline, has to be step by step what we need to infuse in our everyday life to manifest in reality. That's what my major takeaway.
thank you. Thank you very much. FOM, good evening. Hello? FOM is busy. Grant. Grant.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you for today's teaching. So, confidence is the theme of today's class.
Yeah.
And said, have faith that you have received what you already believe, like quoting Jesus. So, yeah, I see that confidence is also nurtured and grown over time, like that trust in self. Like the more I keep my word to myself, the more I get to trust myself. And like it now builds a personal assurance where when you tell somebody you would do something, you already know you would do it because you've done it before. Like you trust yourself to do it. And that builds, like it also comes from competence. Like it's built, I see it's built like small blocks over time. Right. Then you spoke on knowing things intently in your subconscious mind, and that the subconscious mind is like the box beyond which no physical reality would occur.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason it happens, it will shrink to the size of the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Then to programming, reprogramming, and encoding the subconscious mind, that is done through repetition, and it is also done when the brain or when the conscious mind is not on guard, which is early in the morning or late at night, when and the conscious mind is not standing in the way early in the morning, or maybe listening to something while you sleep. So there are times when I'm probably listening to a sermon while I'm sleeping or in my sleep. And then I'll discover that when I wake up, I'll now realize that I actually heard everything through the sermon.
Yes,
Though I
yes, yes.
yes.
You are sleeping, but you are not sleeping. Because
Yeah.
conscious mind is not sleeping. You are hearing. You are not just
Yes.
hearing consciously, you are hearing subconsciously.
Yes. So it just even enters deep. There are times it's like there are times it's very serious. The first time it's happened, I'm like, I thought I slept. But now I wake up, my body's refreshed, but my mind did not even take a break. So that way things get deep into the subconscious mind as well. And then I like to also read and sleep up from reading. So I don't read books very fast. Like it takes me probably a month to cover a book. And one of the reason is I have to think it through as against just churning through the information. So when I thinking of something, then I would probably lie down, close my eyes, and travel in my mind to see all the scenarios where that would apply.
Okay.
So and then sometimes when I even get reading through a book and I get to a particular line, from that line, because of the things it touches in my mind, I can now make jottings that will be one page.
Yeah, no, but that's the way it should be actually. If you are
Yeah.
reading and you are not, you should be hearing what the writer is not saying.
Mm.
You should be hearing so that when the writer see your note, he will take note from your note.
That would be so sweet. So yeah, then so for now it's confidence. So confidence is not just keeping words to other people, it's keeping my words to myself. That now helps me know that I will keep my words to other people. So I take today as confidence from awareness of competencies, self building trust, because building trust from all those things in yourself. But when you use the word self trust, it kind of brought up a self dependence as opposed to God dependence feeling in me. Like self trust is not like, sir, do you know that self trust? Like as against trusting in yourself, you trust in God. As a,
So if you don't
as a,
trust in yourself, you can't trust in God.
okay.
If you don't trust in yourself, you can't trust in God because God is within you. If you don't trust in your God-given ability, you can't trust in God. How do you claim to trust in God when you don't trust in yourself? That means you don't even have trust. You can't see God though, and you say you trust God. Even you yourself that you can see, you can't trust yourself. And you say you trust God. How now? How would that have been possible? How is that even possible? You need to trust yourself first for us to know indeed you can trust God.
But now I'm asking for the use where, for example,
Yes.
as against, like how do you compare it to depending on God versus depending on yourself?
You're not depending on yourself. God has set up a system that you're supposed to plug into. So with confidence in that what I have spoken through prayer has happened. It's God that is doing it. You're not the one doing it. But you need to believe he has done it. To build that confidence is what we're talking about now. To build,
Mm.
to build the confidence, you need to trust that, because if I'm not able to follow through on my word, then I won't trust even my prayer. I won't trust my prayer now. You don't understand? I won't trust what I'm saying in prayer will happen. Why? Because I can't even trust what I say I want to do, that I will do it.
Oh.
So when I'm able to trust that what I say I will do, then I can trust what I'm saying to God in prayer, because I trust my words. And it's because I follow through on my words. Do you understand now? So it's like
Yeah.
I'm going to that higher place, but I'm starting from a lower place so that I can build to the point where I'm able to get to that higher place.
Mm. So that's like faithfulness, being a faithful person.
Yes, 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 yes. Faithful to your words.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. iPhone. Favor, good evening.
Evening, sir. Thank you very much for the
Good
session.
evening.
How are you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to say thank you so much for the session. one of the key things I took away from this session is when you talked about discipline.
Okay.
That you see a manifestation of what we want, we ought to be disciplined. So it means that there is work to be done, actually. And the work needs consistency. You need to be consistent in what you do. Another thing I took away from the session was the fact that you mentioned that it's a gradual process. So it's gradual, as in don't force yourself into saying, oh, because I achieved this, I can actually achieve way more all of a sudden. I think one of the things while you were speaking that came to my mind was I tried to visualize and call something forth. And I did it twice. I was in a conference and I wanted certain things. And I just said to myself, this thing, you're done. You're mine. I just put it in my mind that, and I knew it was something that was almost going to be impossible in that conference. Having a lot of people, having so many people to be able to. So I just sat. I didn't think about it anymore. I just said to myself, whatever they do, I just know that this thing is coming to me. And then I got into the hall and I just sat down. Lo and behold, I was sitting beside somebody who was actually in charge of that thing. And the conversation just started, like in the conference, they might say, look at yourself, say something. And that was just it. And she just said, tell them to give this thing to you. And I first was shocked because like what you say about visualizing it, saying this is mine. It was just magical at that point. Then I said to myself again, they started something else again. I said, okay, this time around, this one. I wasn't even there at that point because I went in to go and work somewhere. By the time I came back, they had gone past that particular thing. And I was like, no, this is also done. And I took my mind off it. One of the things I observed, just like what you've mentioned, you get to a point where, with or without it, you're good.
Yes.
A point where you already understand that it's done. It's either if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, but you've moved past that wishing or imagining that it will come. And suddenly, even while I wasn't there when they actually carried out that particular one, when I got back to Lagos, they were like, look, the people there said, we'll send this thing to you in Lagos. And lo and behold, I wasn't even thinking about it. They just called me one day and said, okay, we'll send this. Please, where can we deliver it to you? And I just say, in my mind, I just imagine in very simple things. So in things that are just simple, how much more in the things that we think are so big for God. One of the things I took away again this night was when you mentioned about God having to have made provisions for everything we desire.
Already exists.
So it means that to a very large extent, we as humans are the ones who limit ourselves from enjoying or experiencing the things that.
Yes, very correct. 100%. Very correct. We are the one. We're the one.
Just like what he mentioned now, when he was speaking, one person that spoke before me spoke. What came to my mind was, if we understand that God has created all these things are already available. Aligning ourselves, aligning our thoughts, aligning our minds, and calling those things forth.
Yes.
Is to bring a manifestation for us.
Yes.
So it's not like we're pleading with him to, oh, please kindly give me this car, kindly give me this big house I want.
He has given it.
He has already.
You have only that you have not received it.
Yes.
And because you have not received it, you don't have it.
Yes, exactly. So thank you very much, sir. These things are actually very deep things, and they are things that, and I like the fact you talked about the early morning exercise and things like that, and waking up enough to do those. These are things as we continue to listen to this, we'll continue to practice.
Yeah.
And clearly, we're actually seeing results. I can testify to.
I love that. I love that. I love the fact that testimony is coming up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mark Aiden, good evening. Okay, Ola Jesu. Ola, good evening. I can see your mute.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Wow, it's been a while. Sorry, I couldn't listen
You
properly.
you
Like
couldn't what?
he was cutting me. I said, "Am I on video? I don't know." I said I couldn't get the message from beginning, but I was able to pick one or two things from this class.
Okay.
Like the Zoom was cutting me off. And I don't know, but I was able to pick one or two things. Especially,
Go ahead. You are muted. You are muted.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sir. So what I'm trying to say is I was able to gain one or two things from the class today based on your the level of your vibration and how you think. From what I've experienced, Isha, I was able to pick the fact that it is what we have in mind that really come come to play out. So thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir.
As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Yes, marketing, good evening. Hello. Praise. Hello, Praise.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, so thank you very much for the session tonight. So, my main takeaway, I came a bit later. I entered like quarter past, but I think I've gained a lot. My main takeaway today has been that your confidence level, that when a person is trying to manifest something, the level of confidence you have can either the level of confidence you have will determine whether or not you get it.
Yeah.
So the person can say all he wants to say, but if he does not believe it in his mind, he keep pushing it far away from himself.
All that he's saying is a waste of time.
I think it's a waste of time because it just reinforces that the person cannot have what he does not already have. And the main takeaway for me was if a person believes that what he says is going to happen, it means he will have the confidence to do the work. He will expect it. Because in closing conversations, because I've been in certain closing conversations for the last month, and sometimes I've caught myself almost as if I'm in the closing conversation just for the sake of going through the motions, not as if I'm expecting to close with you. At that level, I have to try to remind myself, am I just doing this to justify, to tell myself that at least I tried, or am I doing this to actually win and get the results that I believe I deserve? Because if we set the goals, we do everything we need to do, but we don't fully believe it. We don't fully believe it. There are areas in which we don't give all of ourselves to it. I think what I'm trying to point out is if a person really believes in what he says he believes, he will do everything. There will be no stone unturned in trying to get the results. Like we pour all of himself into getting. Not that it's not the only variable in getting the success. I mean, it's not the only factor that determines whether he succeeds or not. But if he does not fully believe it, he will put all of himself into it. So that means one of the signs of unbelief or disbelief is unbelief. One of the signs of unbelief with regards to manifesting a goal will be number one, procrastination, two, talking without doing. Because procrastination, I mean, learning a lot about procrastination, and one thing that's come up continually is that procrastination is often a symptom of other things. Procrastination and, let's say, laziness in some areas will be symptoms of other things. So it procrastinates when it does not believe. It procrastinates when he's not confident he can produce the results. So I think my takeaway applies more to the work. So if a person believes it, he will do the work. If the person believes it, he will put in his all. If the person believes it, he will not procrastinate. If he believes it, he will go all in. And then at that point, he'll be leaving the rest for God. I think that's my main takeaway.
All right. Thank you very much. Solomon, good evening. Good evening. All right, Victor. Okay, Makedin, go ahead. Makedin. Okay, Victor.
Good
Victor.
evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
Fine, and you?
We are pushing, we are managing the country. Our president has celebrated 2 years in office now, and he has listed achievements. Achievement that people cannot feel on the street, but we'll keep pushing.
Is it not you people that are ratifying all his requests in the Senate?
That man is going to have a clean sweep if he goes to the contest again, because every day they are hailing him.
People hailing are the one enjoying his government.
This way, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Talking about today's series, you spoke about mastering, like the mind having power over the body, and you give example of how, when, for example, when you want, like, you exercise every morning, irrespective of where you are. So I wanted to ask that, how were you able to master that act of having the body, how does the mind win over the body, especially for someone that has tried, like, when you say that, when you say, oh, I'm going to go to this place, or I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, your mind become weaker and weaker. So how does someone that has failed in mastering in mastering the body, that means having the mind win over the body, how does that person recuperate, or how does he break off of that?
Sorry, I'm not sure I get. Are you asking a question? Because I'm not getting you.
Yes, I'm asking a question.
Take it again.
So I say, how do you make your mind win over your body, especially for someone that has tried over several times and has failed? And
So what
for
if the
example,
person tried that failed?
like, you were talking about, like, the more, like, if you have something you want to do, either,
What is the
for
person
example,
trying to do that
exercise.
failed? That his body is able to overcome rather than his mind. Can we give me an example?
Okay, for example, you say, oh, every day I must read like 3 chapters of a book, and you notice that every day you fall short of doing that. Every time maybe you do it for one day, the second day you miss it.
So
You
this is
miss.
what you do. You might be targeting what is beyond you. So why don't you try with 1 chapter a day? Then move from 1 to 1.5 or 2, then from 2 to 3. That might be easier to achieve the 3 than wanting to do 3 in a day when you have not even done 1. You might even say 1 page in a day, to 2 pages in a day, to 3 pages in a day, to 1 chapter in a day, before you get to 2 chapters and 3 chapters. So you might be something you are not used to. And that's not helping you, because it's deflating your self-trust. You just see yourself as, I can't read. I don't have time. I'm not a reading person. You begin to run conclusion about yourself. Where you can read. You can even get audio book and read instead of physical. If you don't, you can read on the go. I do a lot of reading on the go. I'm currently listening to I have different audio book I listen to, or different material I listen to, and I do a lot of that when driving. So that person, that's why I ask you to ask. So if you can know that what the person is trying to do, someone that have not learned, he want to write WAEC, but he has not done GS1. He doesn't even know basic science, but he want to write WAEC. That's what he's trying to do. So why don't you go and do basic science first? And then you can do physics. And then you can do chemistry. And then you can do biology. Then you can go and write basic science subject in WAEC. And then you are sure to pass. Does that make sense, please?
Yes, sir.
All right.
But I wanted to then you also spoke about my second question. You spoke about that you said about I think I read somewhere about how do you, because you give example that some people that despite coming listening to the seminar or the teaching and even going back to listen again, that they find it difficult to do as they've had because they don't believe it. So I wanted to ask, how do you increase your belief? Is it increase your belief system, or how do you
How
ensure
do
that
you
you
get
believe
your subconscious mind to know that this
exactly?
has happened? Two things: emotional experience, repetition. Repetition is a long process. Emotional experience is quick and fast. Emotional experience is when you imagine something and you feel it. You imagine it, but you don't just imagine it. You just don't realize it. You also put emotion into it. You know, if you imagine something and the thing is real to you, feel the emotion. Now, that emotion you feel. So give me an example of something that someone wants to manifest. Give me an example.
Okay. What do I give now? Like you want to earn 1 million in a month. How do you?
He need a job that will pay him. It's a job he need. It's a job that will be able to pay him that amount, right? So
Yes, sir.
visualizing, so the visualization is done in a way that I which kind of organization may pay this kind of money? Do you understand? This kind of organization pay this kind of money. And then now don't go to that 1 million at the beginning. Why? Because if you are currently earning 100, you can't be thinking of one. Why don't you move to 250? And then from 250 to 500. So which organization? Now, the visualization now is visualizing organization that pay that kind of money, seeing myself going for their interview, being interviewed, passing the interview, going for medicals, resuming in the office, and then I'm telling my friends or my parent or someone that when I tell the person hugged me and there is a tear of joy coming out of my eye. So I feel the feeling, as in the way I will feel when that thing happened, I'm feeling it now. And I'm talking to someone who is, congratulations, this is what you have always wanted, and it has happened. And I can feel that, you see that moment, if you create that emotional experience and you repeat it regularly, then you will get to that point very soon where you don't have any doubt that this has happened. I think you don't, when you are thinking again, you don't, it's like in your mind it has happened. I think you don't have any doubt about it. Then it becomes a lot easier. All you need to do, continue it, and then you can, of course, do affirmation if you want to. So you can do visualization, but you can do affirmation. The affirmation it takes long. Why? Because that's what the Bible says, faith coming by hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing. Now, because of the brain wave your brain is when you're trying to sleep and when you're waking up, that makes your mind impressionable. That's why listening, doing a vocalization of that thing you want, particularly using a scripture and personalizing it and playing it again and again for you to hear it, can help you achieve that. Those are the two ways you can make your subconscious mind to know that, yes, this is true. In your reality, this is true. You have this, you can do this. So that when you won't have any doubt in your mind again that this is a possibility in your life, you need to get to that point. When you get to that point, it becomes easier for you to be at the frequency that attract that thing to you.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Mark Aiden still there before we close. I think he's the only one that have not spoken. And FOM. FOM and Mark Aiden, are you guys available to speak? All right. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next week. Okay, Mark Aiden, I can see you're mute again. Oh. What's happening?
Yes, hello, sir. Can you hear me? Yes, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
You know you are using two phones. Is it your wife that is using the other one? Maybe you should mute the other one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
All right, sir. So what I can take from the discussion tonight is how building confidence connects with growth. And for me, it's more like an explanation on how to monitor your growth in a way that will be in a tangible form. Seeing yourself progressing to a level you desire, but with a step, and seeing the step taking you to somewhere further closer to your goal.
Yeah.
And the end of the conversation is that you can attain a level you desire by taking just a step. You may need to take several steps.
Several steps,
and don't overlook the importance of a step taking, even though you've not gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Getting closer. So that's the summary of it for me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mark 18:2. Is that your wife?
No, I use the second device to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that we can easily listen.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Happy new month. We're already almost at the half of this year. Can you see? When did we meet physically in December? You know, when you are very busy, time flies like no man business. I'm just imagining when we met in December, and now we're in June already. Before you know it, we say, we are going to 2026 already. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great week ahead and happy new month once again, and bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.